What's up, guys? Welcome to a quick little Reezy Resells broadcast. How's everybody doing? I'll give everyone a second to cruise up into the chat. So, what I want to talk about today is something I get asked a lot, quite often. I get asked this question. The question that I get asked often is, how do I get approved to sell shoes, Nike shoes, on Amazon? Or how do I get approved to sell shoes on Amazon in general? Hey guys, how you doing? Shout out to Vote for Cake. Please thumbs up the broadcast, subscribe if you haven't, and share this broadcast, please. So every day I get this question: how do I get approved to sell Nikes on Amazon? Or how do I get approved to sell shoes on Amazon? So the short answer to the shoes question is you need to apply for approval on Amazon. So go to Google once you're signed into Amazon, type category approval space Amazon, and that will bring you to the category approval page on Amazon. What you need to do is find the shoe category and request approval. It should be fairly simple. You shouldn't have to submit anything, and you should be approved fairly quickly. So now you're approved to sell in the shoe category. Well, hold up. There's bad news still. There's another restriction called the brand restriction. It's another level of restriction, guys. So you're approved to sell shoes, but you're still not approved to sell Nike or Adidas or Coach or all these other big name brand shoes, Under Armour, etc. So you want to know how do you get approved. So you go and look on Amazon, and Amazon says, okay, you need to pay $1,500 and you need to get invoices from the brand, and you need to submit them, and then we'll review your request and hopefully you'll get approved. But what I'm here to tell you guys is that doesn't work. You cannot get approved to sell Nike or Adidas using invoices or paying the $1,500 on Amazon. It's just not going to work. They're not going to approve you. They don't want to approve anybody. It's just a farce. As far as I know, nobody has successfully gotten approved to sell any of these big brands of shoes since Shoegate happened. And I know several people that have put up the $1,500 to try and get approved, and they were not approved. So I know the Posh Hanger has an inside hook at Nike, and she might be able to get approved sometime this summer, like backdoor employee status. I'm not sure. It might be an Amazon hookup, actually, but we'll see how that goes. But for the record, nobody has gotten approved to sell Nikes or Adidas or whatever since Shoegate. But there is one way. There's actually two ways that you can sell Nike, only one of which will let you sell Nikes on Amazon. Well, actually two. I just thought of another one. But one is you can sell these shoes on eBay, guys. They're still worth money. You can still sell them on eBay. You can use the way we scout products on Amazon to find the profitable ones to flip on eBay, because obviously you don't have database or a full UPC catalog on eBay for shoes. Some of them are there, but not all of them. So you can search for them like you were an Amazon seller, and when you find winners, then go check them out on eBay, and that can be good. You know, you'll be self-fulfilling shoes from your house, from your warehouse, whatever, packing on the shoes. I know several sellers that are doing this successfully and making a full-time living off of it. But here's the other two ways that you're going to be able to sell Nikes on Amazon. One, you're going to partner with someone who's already approved to sell Nike on Amazon, like myself. So we have remote sourcers that we pay, and we pay $15 an hour plus 10% of the retail spending. So if in 1 hour you spend $1,000 buying shoes, you made 10% of 1,000, which is $100 plus $15 an hour. So you made $115 in 1 hour. Then you have to ship those shoes out. That will probably take another 1 or 2 hours, and that will be another $15 an hour for you. So that's how you can sell shoes. You could partner with someone who can sell shoes. Either working for them as an employee, like I just mentioned, or on a much larger scale. Maybe you're the one providing the capital for the seller who's able to sell Nikes but doesn't have $50,000 that they need to go ham on shoes, right? So think about your networking and what's your value, what can you bring to the table, and then seek out that person that is approved to sell Nike but just isn't milking the cow properly, and let them know that you want to milk that cow, because if you can sell Nikes on Amazon and you're not, you're missing out on $1 million boat every year, and who knows how long that cruise is going to be sailing for. So get on that. The other way, which is the only other way I could possibly think of to sell Nike on Amazon, is you need to buy an Amazon account. Now, hey, before you go in my comments and thumbs down, whatever, Reezy, that's frowned upon. That's against Amazon's terms of service. Well, guess what? The way I'm going to tell you is not against Amazon's terms of service, and it's technically not buying an Amazon account. What you do is you buy a business that owns an Amazon account. So, for example, I own several LLCs. My Amazon accounts are registered to my LLCs, not to me, to my LLCs. So if me and you did a business deal and you purchased my LLC, you would now own all my assets, which include my Amazon business. You see what I'm sizzling? So you can buy an Amazon business from someone this way. You can not buy the business, but buy the assets that they own, which include the business, and then you can operate that asset. The other thing is that, like, what kind of prices would we expect to pay for an account, an Amazon account, right? So I know someone right now that will sell you an account that is able to sell Nikes for $5,000. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. I haven't actually heard of someone actually buying an account or someone selling an account. I think it's worth it because you can make a ton of money, but the reason it's not worth it or might not be worth it is because tomorrow Amazon could put the hammer down and just stop everybody from selling Nikes, and that $5,000 account you bought is now worthless for your intended purposes, and I don't think you're going to get your $5,000 back. So, but that could be a good thing, right? Because honestly, this ability to sell Nike could be worth $25,000, and the fact that it might vanish is what's keeping the price down at a reasonable level of $5,000. So, maybe that's worth it. Maybe that's more than worth it. And yes, this hat is super fly. I got it for $10 on lids clearance in case my ears get cold. Tuck those big boys in there. Yes, I'll be rocking it, kicking it. Got my goofy ears out. Anyways, guys, so that's the moral. The moral of the story is that you can't sell Nike on Amazon, but if you're very creative and you're very determined, you can, one, definitely make a profit selling Nikes, not on Amazon, on eBay, or you can get your way into Amazon, whether it's as someone's employee sourcing shoes for them or for their partner helping their business source much, much more shoes. Now let's go into the comments and answer some questions real quick. We'll do a couple minutes of questions. So Ryan Thomas says, bro, glad you're on. I'm in Utah. I want to give book reselling a shot, but with the new FBA fees, what is your particular cutoff price on the low end? Is it $8? Yes, it is. Sounds like you're well on your way to being successful. So Richard Estates, most start with at least $2,000. Thrift Antiquity says, see you tonight. We do really well on shoes on eBay, says the Bearded Picker. See you guys all tonight. Please thumbs up this broadcast, guys, and share it and comment and do whatever else that helps my channel. I really appreciate it. What I'm really looking for lately is input from you guys. What kind of videos do you want to see? Am I making videos that you don't want me to make? Just tell me, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Help me to provide better content for you guys. Yes, scanners should be coming soon. The delay, which I apologize for, was we try to get a huge truckload instead of a small box load. So 100 times more scanners than last time, which means we should be able to keep them in stock for at least like a week when they do come in. The other thing is, tonight is my live show that I do every Monday night. Every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do a live call-in show, Q&A, AMA, Money Talks with Reezy Resells, whoever that guy is. But you call me, I answer your questions, we chit-chat it up. The chat is on fire. Like, sometimes the chat is so fire that I have to save the chat and make it like as a downloadable show content file or whatever, just because there's so many nuggets in the chat. If you guys want to call in for the show tonight, it's 209-83 Reezy. So if you start calling at like 6:01, you'd probably be the first caller. And I would love to have some of my Instagram followers, some of my YouTube followers live on the Money Talks show. And let me know who you are. Like if you call and you say, hey, this is Jess from Colorado, let me know your Instagram name or whatever, the name that I know you by, so that we can interact properly, because it's hard out here for a pimp online when everyone has 3 different names on every platform. Do you need an LLC? No, you don't need an LLC. You can operate as a sole proprietorship, use your social security number, and then you can change all that later. Anyways, guys, I hope this clears it up once and for all, that, yeah, you're not going to be able to sell Nike in the traditional way that you think you can, based on what it says on Amazon. So save yourself some time, and you know, false hope really is the thing. I see people saying, oh, I'm going to submit and I'm like, nah, bro, ain't going to work. So just save yourself some anguish and anxiety and focus on the possible ways that it might work for you. All right, guys, until the next video, have a good day. I'll see you on the live show. Please remember to thumbs up this broadcast, and I love you all. Peace.